Hello Year 4, and this is your reading lesson for Wednesday the 3rd of March. So as always, we're going to look at some questions. I will put these questions up in class portfolio as well for you to look at. Okay, so chapter 5 is going to be unsatisfying answers. So how would you describe Jaden's personality? What would Katka do with a modified workstation? Who is second in command of the Brittle Star Guild? 4. What do you think Zircon is planning? 5. What do you predict will happen next? Okay, and that's it. So those are your 5 questions, which I will put a copy of in your class portfolio as well. Okay. Chapter 5, Unsatisfying Answers. Katka stood beside the football pitch as a neon yellow football sailed overhead. She tensed, ready to chase after it, then stopped herself. The boys never let her play anymore. Spotted a mistake there. It was Year 6 versus Year 5. Jaden was there, but Katka didn't think he was really playing either. He was just getting in everyone's way. It was Jaden who had kicked the ball off the pitch, and she was sure that he had done it on purpose. The boys still let him play though. VJ ran after the ball and lobbed it back towards his teammates. Jaden went in for the tackle, even though he was tackling his own side. Rick laughed, shoved past him and kicked the ball towards the goal. It flew past the goalie's ear, bounced between the two jumpers marking out goalposts, and hit the fence with a clang. Water droplets showered down from the tree above and splattered onto the goalie's head. "Goal!" yelled Rick. He ran a lap of the pitch as the other Year 6 boys leapt on him. Jaden didn't bother celebrating. He kicked at a puddle and sprayed water halfway up his trouser leg. As far as Katka knew, Jaden didn't really like football. He wasn't any good at it. Katka leaned on the cool metal bench. She knew that she shouldn't be here. She was just torturing herself watching the boys play when they wouldn't let her join. But she needed to ask Jaden something. "Jaden," she called as he lopped over to grab his water bottle from the bench. "I'm busy." "You're not even playing properly. You're not meant to tackle your own team." "Well, at least I haven't scored any own goals," he said. He sucked hard on his water bottle, then let the air back in with a squelch. "Go play with your own friends." "I need to ask you about something," said Katka. "Well, don't bother." Jaden plonked his water bottle on the bench. "It's about Raider's Peril." "Not interested," he yelled as he ran onto the pitch, intercepted the ball and kicked it straight up into the air when it spun like a neon sun. Katka couldn't tell whether he did it on purpose or not. Jaden couldn't avoid Katka forever. In maths, Mrs. Gorman sorted them into groups to conduct a survey. Jaden and Katka were in the same group. "Jaden, what were those workstations?" "What workstations?" Jaden muttered. He was in charge of the clipboard that they were using for data gathering. "The weird dark workstations." "I don't know what you're talking about," he said. "Angel, what's your favourite pizza topping?" Angel was clutching her own clipboard. Her group survey was about ice cream flavours, but Angel seemed more interested in doodling pictures of smiling ice cream cones than collecting data. She said, putting the end of her pink highlighter to her head. "Veggie Supreme." "That's not actually an option," said Jaden. "I'll just put you down for cabbage and rotten egg." "Gross!" Angel made a face. "That's not a pizza flavour." "Well, it's on here, so it must be. Or do you prefer garlic snail?" "You're disgusting." "Jaden," Katka pulled the pencil from his hand so that he had to listen. "You do know those magic workstations that turn ashes into diamonds and fire opals and stuff? Where did the Gutvines get them?" "So you admit to sneaking into our workshop to spy?" Jaden turned and flopped his hair back to stare at her. "Better hope the Brittle Star stronghold is well defended. Zircon will be very interested when I tell him that I know who you are. Might even upgrade my axe from onyx to diamond." Jaden reached down to pick up another pencil from one of the desks. It was his desk or his pencil. But it wasn't his desk or his pencil, but that didn't stop him. "I looked in the Raider's Peril handbook and I searched the message boards. I tried about 100 search terms. The workstation is nowhere. It doesn't exist." "It obviously does exist," said Jaden. "The Gutvines have 7. "Nadia, what's your favourite pizza topping?" "Cheese and tomato." "I'll put you down for our special nothing, not even bread pizza." Jaden made a mark on his sheet and marched towards the book corner. Is that why you keep letting us burn your strongholds down? Katka said, almost tripping over a chair as she tried to keep up with him. To get the ashes? For your magic workstations? They're not magic, said Jaden. He thumped the clipboard down on top of the bookcase, knocking down Mrs. Gorman's display of crime and punishment books. They're just a mod. Zircon took the standard workstation, he modified the code a bit, and now it turns ash into rare gems. No big deal. People make mods all the time. I know, Katka frowned. Why are you getting defensive? No reason. Felix, what's your favourite pizza? Katka peered over Jaden's arm at the piece of paper on the clipboard. He hadn't written down cabbage and rotten egg or garlic snails. He just had a list of ordinary pizza toppings with one tally mark beside veggie and another mark beside cheese and tomato. There wasn't much to do in that lesson except trail around after Jaden. He did all the asking and wouldn't let Katka touch the clipboard, so she had plenty of time to think. She thought about what her guild could do with a modified workstation. They could make hundreds of rare gems and equip every brittle star with powerful armour and weapons. Each raider could have their own gemstone. Granny Me could have emerald, and Pinsocks could have red beryl. Perian, as second in command, would get diamond, but Katka would save fire opal for herself. Of course, first they would have to burn something. Jaden? What? His tally chart was nearly complete now. Once their data was gathered, they had to calculate each option as a percentage and make a pie chart. How come the gut vines don't burn their own strongholds down? Jaden counted up each tally and wrote the total at the end of the column. Katka waited, but he didn't reply. Jaden, she sat in the chair next to him and picked up a calculator. You need ash, right? Why not burn stuff yourself? Why wait for us to come along? We tried burning our own stronghold, Jaden said. Lucky I wasn't the guy holding the torch. He got banned. Banned? Yeah, it was bogus. Apparently it's against the rules to burn your own stronghold or something. Jaden stabbed the pencil onto the clipboard and the lead snapped. He tossed the pencil away. Why? It's our stronghold. You'd think we'd burn it if we wanted to. Why would he be banned? I told you, he shouldn't, it was stupid. But they don't ban people for no reason. Katka chewed her lip and typed some more numbers into the calculator. Then Jaden made a grab for it. Hey, I know how to calculate percentages. Let me do something, said Katka. Fine, here. Jaden shoved the tally chart across, but Katka's eyes stared through the paper. Jaden, they don't ban people from Raiders' Peril for no reason, she said. I know they don't. Jaden shrugged. Maybe something weird's going on, Katka continued. No one knows the workstations exist. They're crazy, powerful, and they're getting people banned. I think Zircon might be up to something. Let's find out what he's up to next time. Okay, well done, Year 4. Speak to you soon. Bye.